on the heart. I'm not offended at it by anyone. I'm not offended if the President of the United States said in private or openly. I'm not offended if actors or actresses say it of other races, whites, Asians, or blacks, or whatever. I'm not offended. And I'll tell you why. You say, well, wait a minute. What you mean you're not offended? You should be. Well, you're right. I should be offended if I can get my people, black Americans, black people, to stop using so brazenly and openly and just use it when they feel like it. I hear it and it all the time. Nigger, 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 nigger. I said, even if I didn't mind hearing it, I get tired of it. I would say, all right, already. So it's in our culture. It's in our music. Disrespect toward the lady folk, to each other. It's just so. How can I say that I should get angry at a white person's calling me that when we do that to each other every day? I've had it done to me, guys, for no reason. Didn't even know them. Got angry at me of something I did, and here comes the N-word. I said to myself, I don't even know this guy. Oh, don't try to defend yourself. You just bought yourself a peck of trouble. You know, you got to take it well, no, I don't want to do that. So, we can move away from that. We got bigger fish to fry. I'm an old Southern boy from New Orleans, Louisiana. And those words simply don't offend me. I mean, you know, it really doesn't. I know people say words hurt. They hurt if you let them hurt. You know what I tell people if they say that? I'll be saying it. I may tell them verbally if I don't think it'll turn into a fist fight. I don't want to get down with that. But I'll probably say, poor fella, leave him alone. He's not terribly bright. He's having a bad day. I'll mock it. Maybe that's my therapy. I don't know. Everybody don't work the same. So I just simply want to say this. This is coming out. You're going to hear a lot more of this over the years because I'm in charge. I've been divinely appointed, not man-made appointed, of a worldwide marketing movement entitled Worldwide Silver, let me spell it, S-I-L-V-E-R, $S, Silver Rights Movement. And out of that movement, the ministerial mouthpiece, the name of our worldwide ministries that will be emerging on Thursday, September the 13th, 2018, is entitled Truth at Last, Worldwide Silver Sales Marketing Movement. And cutting it short is Truth at Last Ministries. There's so much to be said. I can go on and on about my personal feelings, but let's just say enough already. I don't know if you need to keep bringing that term up to advance our political careers or our writing career. I don't know. I really don't. And maybe that's not the case at all. What I do know is, if we're going to advance as a people, we have to just look at those people who say that and say, well, you know, it is what it is. But more importantly, I'm more offended at the black Ku Klux Klaner. Yeah. They learned well from their founder, Nathan Bedford Forrest. Now, what is a black Ku Klux Klaner? Well, he's a black person, male, female, young, old, who, with disregard, blatant, flagrant disregard, terrorizes his people and don't give a bleep about it. So those black Ku Klux Klaners, if Nathan Bedford Forrest, the founder of the Ku Klux Klan, said, "What's up, my nigger?" He's right, because you are his nigger, because you learned well from that organization that once terrorized us physically. I don't do too much of that no more, but you learned well. So instead of putting Martin Luther King picture out in your house, if you're a black Ku Klux Klan, go ahead. I'm gonna tell you, go to Nathan Bedford Forrest, your leader, the founder of the Ku Klux Klan in 1876. You put old Nathan up there, since that's, you know, that's your guy. You know, that's got to be your, hey, Nathan taught you well. So I'm coming down on y'all because I think I hear ministers, and I know, and I'm not attacking the church, but I think some in other areas they can do a little bit more than what they're doing. I'm almost inclined to believe that Only thing most of them want is what's in the collection plate. Well, it's obvious. So, I think I got some time on this, so I might as well just get this off my chest. So, yeah, we want to move on. Now, I'll tell you what I propose. Oh, by the way, I know why we have that great disrespect toward each other. It's not our fault. It's really not our fault. I'm going to be honest with you. Read your Bible. Let me give it to you. Don't miss it now. Reverends and parishioners and everyone, black, white, the whole 7,052,000,000 people, I want them to read this. In the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 through 68. Okay? And then come back and read Exodus chapter 12, verse 40 through 45. Now, in Deuteronomy, they speak of a people that will be cursed, of black people, our great ancestors, would disobey the Most High. Well, we did. It is what it is. And he said, look, I tell you, I'm going to use a little street language. I imagine, and we're talking about the Most High now, the creator of the worlds, the moon, the heavens, the stars, the sun. I'm just going to put a little comical part in it. I guess he's told them since there were black people that was disrespected. He said, look, if your black asses continue to disrespect me, I got something for you. I'm going to hook you up. You want to be hooked up? I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to let your seed be put into slavery. How about that? How you like them apples? Now, of course, they probably laugh and disrespect some more. Ho, ho, ha, ha, he ain't going to do no shit. Nobody ain't paying attention no mind. Well, now comes April 1st, 1555. Oh, looky here. That is the beginning of black Americans coming into slavery. We could twist it all the kind of ways we want, but the deal is, black Americans fulfill Exodus chapter 12, verse 40 through 45, and the prophecy of us going into slavery started on April 1st, 1555, and it technically ended on April 1st, 1985. Oh, looky here again, that's 430 years. That's mentioned in Exodus chapter 12, verse 40. But I have the breakdown, and I dare to go ahead and prove to you that since black Americans are the children of Israel, well, I guess we got to have a Moses and a Joshua. That goes with that crowd. Oh, let me think about it. Who could that be? My research shows that Moses, biblical Moses, and biblical Joshua in the Bible were actually and is rights, R-I-G-H-T-S, rights leaders in the 20th and 21st century. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I'm going to prove he was Moses in the Bible, a young man, aged with wisdom and knowledge, who he himself said in his very last speech, the mountaintop speech, that he won't get to the promised land. So now he's gone. They never told you how Moses died. He was assassinated on the balcony at 6:01 p.m. at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. We got all the intelligence information to prove it. It's tons of it. Oh my God, it's tons of it. And let's see now, who is old Josh? Well, let's see. He was America's civil rights leader. CIVIL, we all agree with that. But now, after him comes the worldwide SILVER, $S, money, lots of it, civil rights leader. Well, I reckon that's me. How you like my little Josh Lick? See? Beard and everything. Now, I'm throwing in a little humor because the more I talk, the more comfortable I get. But yeah, we got to lay that N-word around. Look, Mr. President, I'm not offended. You was in the entertainment world. Like I said, I jokingly and seriously say, if I got $1 for every time a black person called each other nigger, I wouldn't need this $100 billion movement we're getting ready to launch. I would have it probably be worth 100 zillion. You know, I mean, we just do it so cavalieriously, and it's making us look bad as a people. That's just like saying, if a white man raped my daughter or my granddaughter, I want to kill him. Of course, you want to kill him because he's white or because he hurt your baby. Well, I want to kill him because he hurt my baby. You know, he got to pay. He's gonna pay. You know. But if a black man did it, well, I'm going to say, right on, bro. Did you have a good time with my little 6-year-old granddaughter? Or go on, I look the other way. Look, I mean, you know what? That's okay, because you black. So the logic isn't there. So it's by the same token. I know people are going to argue back and forth, and that's what they do. But it's basically the same principle, you know. So, and look, I've seen black on white racism. I've seen videos where young white men were standing in the hallway, and a black guy come up to him and asks for a cigarette, and the young man is obliging him. He gives him a cigarette or whatever, a light for or whatever, and they beat the crap out. What's that? Is that okay? No, it's not. But that's not black on white. I'm just as appalled. I'm just as appalled, if not even more appalled, than the other way around. So no, I don't co-sign on everything because you're black. That don't work with me. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, rest her spirit, who is the mother of the worldwide civil rights movement, always said, baby, what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, and you can't change it. I don't care how much money you have, or how you try to twist it. So, people say, well, man, you're an old guy, you're 60 years old. Well, I'm 60 years young. And I thought this way when I'm almost 61. That'll be February 4th, coming up, 2019. I'm going to turn that around. When I was 16, I thought like this. And they call me Mr. Spock and schoolboy and good boy. Well, what's so wrong with that? What was so wrong? I mean, Mr. Spock was second in command of the USS Enterprise. Hey, he was pretty smart. He was a science officer. I could roll with him. But anyway, I'm probably getting off the beaten path. But the main topic is, to my people, black people, let's get past the N-word. Now, someone called you that. You want to call in the NAACP. You want to tear down cities, a riot. You want to, if you really love Martin Luther King, as you say, you would take time and come up with a strategy with how we're going to combat this. And let's not provoke the police. I'm still from those schools. I don't care if the policeman is young enough to be my grandson. I'm not looking at his youth. I'm looking at authority. If he says, sir, we need to check you out. We found out that you fit the description of someone doing something. I'm going to comply with what he said do until we get it checked out. It won't take but 2 or 3 minutes. He says, spread them. Hands this, however I have to do. He said, okay, he's not the guy. You can go. You can go now. You know? Don't run. You're not going to outrun him. You're not going to outrun bullets. You're not going to outrun. Just do what you do. You know, unless you have the attitude that he can't tell. Yes, he can tell you something. He's a policeman. Okay? And he can tell you something. Now, if he's wrong, that'll soon show. That'll soon be revealed. But I'm just saying, it looks like we can change a lot if we start doing it the right way. You're not going to win doing it the wrong way, because, see, the universe is already set up, and it ain't trying to hear it, and you ain't big and bad and bold enough to change it. I really don't think you can. I really don't. Look, we get ready to launch a marketing campaign that's going to sell $100 worth of this undeniable, incontrovertible intelligence information to 1 billion people. That's 100 billion. If you can change the laws of the universe to suit your needs, I'll give you $1 billion of this money. I really would. But I know you can't. I'm being a little silly there. So, I hope everyone who's seen this video share it. As your worldwide civil rights leader, Winston Michael Ray, that's me. And I will prove, biblical Joshua, that's me. It never happened. There was never no children of Israel. Now, there's two schools of thought. Let's just say, for those who say, oh man, we got all the evidence that children of Israel, they did this, they did that, they did that, woo woo. Okay, that's fine and dandy. That's nice. That's very nice. But guess what? The Creator, who I call Yah, saw fit for it to happen again in another day and time. So it either happened and it's repeating itself, or has repeated itself, or it never happened and this is a one-time deal. Now, I have tons of information we're getting ready to market. I'm going to show that a book entitled George Orwell's 1984, published June 6, 1949 in London, England, by The original author's name, Eric Arthur Blair. His pen name was George Orwell. That book goes with Exodus chapter 12, verse 42, 45. Yeah, we have a book written in the 20th century that goes with a biblical passage. And it's 10 people in that book. And how many are living? Of the 10, let's see, how many is living? George Herbert Walker Bush, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and me. 5 of us are living. The other 5 is no longer with us. John Hopkins, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, George Orwell, and Ronald Wilson Reagan. So 5 is living and 5 is dead. And I guarantee you, as sure as I'm standing up here breaking this news to you on the my late sister's who is deceased. She would be 71 years old today. She was born August the 20th, 1947. Miss Cynthia Ray, who I love dearly, my oldest sister. My mother had 5 children, 2 girls and 3 boys. This is August 20th, 2018. This story is hopefully going worldwide. If you have any questions whatsoever, what I've just shared with you, and what you will be hearing a lot more of over the next 10 years easy, here's some contact information. You can contact me on at my email at silverrights@mail.com, not Gmail, mail. That's spelled one word, SILVER, RIGHTS @mail.com. My personal cell number is area code 347-855-1704. That's 347-855-1704. And you can also go to type in Winston for President 2012 on YouTube.com. Speaking of videos, I am the fella, and you can get with the mayor of New Orleans, first elected female mayor. Yeah, very nice lady, very pretty lady, might I add. Mrs. LaToya Cantrell. She was a witness to it. She was a councilwoman at the time. When I spoke before a packed local televised audience at the New Orleans City Council on December the 17th, 2015, and I made a statement within my 2 minutes that I had to speak. I wound up taking as much as 5 minutes because I think the whole audience was taken aback. And I simply said that if giving God His glory and Exodus chapter 12 verse 40-45 was accurate, and giving God His glory was right, then slavery toward blacks in America was absolutely correct. And you can quote me on that, you media guys. And that brings me to us being the children of Israel, because part of the 430 years and an additional 32 years and some odd days was part of the prophecy. So I also made a very controversial statement recently in Atlantic City, right in front of Mayor Frank M. Gilliam Jr. That was on July the 18th, 2018. It was comical. But in the wake of all of this Russian collusion talk, I said something. You all work for Soviet Union now. You have to look at it. But yeah, so let's get past the N-word, black men and women. First of all, let's help me be able to be angry at whites saying it to us. Help me do that by us stop doing it to each other. I think one actor said, I won't mention his name, that, oh, that's okay. It means have a different meaning. Is that right? Is that right? So I shouldn't be hurt if a black man said, I said, oh man, that's all right. Yeah, right on. But if a white man said, I'm looking at him like, what did you say? You know, they said that it's slang now. And one young lady told me that the word nigger have a positive meaning. Don't hold me to this. I think she said it was some type of a plant in Africa that healed you or something like that. I have that all jumbled up. But my roommate, who I won't mention, got me to start talking, and he said, man, all of that pent-up frustration, you need to get that out. By golly, he's right. So, this is Winston Michael Ray. I'm signing out. You all have a blessed day. Feel free, you have my verbal permission to share this on any social media site you so choose. You won't be sued. I'm not into all that kind of yibbity-yap. But on September the 13th, 2018, on the 41st anniversary of my maternal grandmother's earthly passing, Miss Evelina Pierre Ray, in New Orleans, Louisiana, at 249.5 Gravely Street, where we both stayed with her daughter, which was my aunt, my mother's older sister, when she passed. We're going worldwide, and we're going to end revenue segregation and economic Jim Crow, or another thing, racism. And let's get rid of wasteism. Anybody know me know I hate wastefulness. I hate it with a purple passion. America, you better change your policies, because just like my people was cursed with Deuteronomy, future generations of America will be cursed with not having food. The new 5-star restaurants, the new eateries, the new fast food restaurants are going to be your nearest dumpster. Now, I don't need to give you a lecture on what's in dumpsters. Animal waste, human waste, feces, urine, you name it. And the Lord will do it. He'll oblige you, because you are disrespecting his policies. You say, okay, well, Sister David, oh yeah, see, that's his little cute way of killing you. Now, he got a zillion and 52 ways to do it. I want to tell you this story later. Let me tell you this quick story about Noah. You know, during the days of Noah, it was black people. The minister said those Negroes would have sunk the boat. I knew what he was saying. The congregation didn't catch it. It was black people, only black people at the time. Disrespecting the good Lord again. There you go again. What, is it in our DNA or what? It's got to be. But anyway, we have such a rage toward each other. And ooh, wow. Oh man, I really wish someone picked this up so I can go on national TV and express my views on this more, you know, much more than I'm doing now. But anyway, let me tell you about Noah. Oh, Noah, telling people it's going to rain. It's going to rain. Over there, ho ho ha ha hee hee. Ho ho ha ha hee hee. So finally, he was building a boat. They was laughing. Well, you know, people, they get angry when you keep going on regardless of their negativity and what they have to say. So Noah just ignored it and probably hit his little pinky a couple of times with that old hammer and went, ouch, ouch. But that's all right. You just keep on going, him and his family. So after they got the boat built, all these Negroes back then came around and said, so you did it in spite of us, huh? That no good son of a... Okay, we're going to fix him. So what they decided to do, because they tried to break the boat up, but it was made the way God told them to make it, so they couldn't chop it away or break it up. So they tried to use it as a toilet. Yeah, they came from all over the little villages and huts or wherever they were living. And they boo-booed on it. They defecated on it. They urinated. You remember now? So Noah called to God. He said, Father, Daddy, wow, I just built this beautiful boat like you requested it. My family, we built it and everything. They're messing it up. So the Lord told him, he couldn't stop because it was just him and his family. It was about 8 people. And how are you going to stop a whole community? Guys bigger than him, he was up in there. He couldn't fight all these guys. So the Lord said, that's all right, I got that. So they keep coming, more boo-booing on the boat. And the Lord said, but Daddy, how you got it? And they keep coming, Daddy. The boo-boo is all over the place. So the Lord said, I got that, Noah, I got that. So what happened was, they thought they succeeded. And what happened, they started getting these, God cursed them. The Creator, I call him the Creator. That's another story about God, but they call him the Creator, cursed them. He had boils all on their private parts. No more love making here. all on his mouth, all on his hair, and his, just all over the body. No antibiotics was going to help them. So they saw that they had all these boats. So one guy, I think he went there. They was used to disrespecting him. He went to boo-boo on the boat, and you know how boo-boo is. He slipped in it. Well, and you know they didn't wear much clothes back then because it was hot. It was in Africa. He slipped in the boo-boo, and the boo-boo that they would use to disrespect the boat and Moses and the Bible and the Lord, it started eating up the sores. It was an ointment. The Lord turned doo-doo into an ointment. And it was like, you know that little Pac-Man you used to play? Well, it was like eating up the sores up. So he started taking a bath with the doo-doo. Say, Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. And he had poo-poo all over him and the urine. But, and oh boy, I tell you, all on his face, on his lip. Nobody want to kiss him. But he noticed that the boo-boo ate all the sores up. So, all down in his private part. So he went back to the village and said, hey, this how you got your sores eaten up? He said, I went and took a boo-boo bath. He said, I slipped in the boo-boo we made on Noah's boat, and it's eating up the sores. So everybody went. So the same people that messed up the boat with boo-boo and urine had to go back to that same boat to get the sores off. Their faces, their mouth, it was everywhere. Around the eyes, almost, some was probably in the eye. Well, I don't think it covered the eye, but it was all over their body. And they had all got naked and he cleaned the boat up by putting the boo-boo on. Guess what the Lord did? He brought the flood. He put them in a rinse cycle. I don't know if many of you remember them old washing machines. It went whoosh, whoosh. Get it? And it looked like a woman's shape. You know, them old machines, what they call them. I forgot what they call them. The first ones that came out. That's just Mother Earth. She feminine, she went whoosh, whoosh. She drowned them. Now I know it sounds funny. But what I'm saying is, better stop that wastefulness. Forget about that racism stuff. Don't forget about that. You know, look, everybody said, look, I've gotten angry and I said, man, you wouldn't want, man, look here, it's just part of it. It ain't you ain't racial. And or another, just cut all of this racial stuff out. Gee, I told you about them black Ku Klux Klanners. Okay? Who terrorize their people want to justify. No, it ain't no criminal. You a black Ku Klux Klan and you will be treated as such. When this movement take off, you're looking at the boss. A whole lot of things about to change. So, and I hope you get on board with it so I can go on and on. But any news company or news station want to get in contact with me so I can give you more information. And we move everybody to the promised land starting on Thursday, September the 13th, 2018 from New York City. Give me a call. Again, my number is area code 347-855-1704. Took me a minute to think of that because I just got it. Or I have a backup phone, area code 862-763-8263. Winston Microwave signing out. And let's just move forward. Let's get past the little nickel and dime. No, I ain't even called it that much. Penny and nickel terminology. Let's not be so thin-skinned as a race. He called me a nigger. He did this to me in 1922 and 1915 and 1860. He was a poster. Remember, 300 years chattel slavery, 100 years of legalized segregation, 30 years of social integration as we know it. I had to put in 33 years and I think I counted 5 months, whichever the time length from April 1st, 2018 to September 13th. I don't know how much time I did. I wrote it down. But we're ready to move forward. Thank you. God bless you. Call me. And we're going to be paying people who stressed out bills up to $3,000, getting them nice, used, workable cars. Well, let's put it like this here. Me generating through the will of God $100 billion a year. That's a lot of money for a growing boy like me. You need to come and get some. The civil rights era, we're going to put the last nail in the coffin of America's civil rights era. I'm so happy. I think I'm going to do a little... I want to give the eulogy. The civil rights era is dead. Yeah. The civil rights era is dead. I'm gonna put the last nail in the coffin. The civil rights era is dead. It's dead. Oh, and you know, on a serious note, I think the greatest tribute we can pay all the civil rights leaders and activists and icons, including Mrs. Aretha Franklin, is to deliver the opening address for the worldwide SILVER Civil Rights Movement on Thursday, September the 13th, 2018 at Cobo Center. And when Dr. King delivered his speech there, it was packed too. Boy, I tell you, he's one heck of a speaker. That was Moses, my biblical counterpart. He delivered that rousing speech on June 23rd, 1963, the prelude to the Great March on Washington Street speech. So, to Governor Rick Snyder of Michigan, to Mayor Mike Dugan of Detroit, Michigan, and all the citizens of Detroit, I would be honored to launch the opening address out of respect for the Queen of Soul, Miss Aretha Franklin, who we all know just passed and we love dearly. Oh, I love all her songs. My whole family was crazy about it. The mother of the Civil Rights Movement, Mrs. Ray, she used to say it affectionately. She used to call her Doretha. She said, "No, Granny, it's Aretha." She said, "Oh, okay, well that's close enough." But she got everybody's names mixed up. But that was Miss Evelyn, and that was part of her character. And for the King of Love of the 20th century, Martin Luther King. So please give me a call, Mr. Mayor Dugan of Detroit, City Council members. Oh, I just emailed the City Council members a couple of days ago. You might want to check that. I'll be getting back with you on it. And let's move forward for the love of Christ. Let's get past the N word. You know what the word now is now? The G word, green. The S word, silver. The M word, money. Those are the letters we're going to use. Forget about that old la-di-da stuff. Bunch of yazoos. You know, like I say, black men and women, black people stop disrespecting each other. And then, when we stop doing it and killing up each other, then I'll get angry at what the president allegedly said. Why y'all don't like Donald Trump? You know, I think y'all might be a little upset that he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Hmm? You're not a little jealous, are you, America? Well, look like this. To the president, I tell you, let's just be friends now. Everything gonna be okay. How you like this? The president that was born with a silver spoon in his mouth hook up with the worldwide civil rights leader. Oh, Mr. President, I got tons of analogies. Lots of it. But anyway, you give me a call, and I'll be glad to fax it on over. You give old Vince a call now. I.E. Biblical Josh. I'm old Josh. Give old Josh, spell O-L-E, not O-L-D. O-L-E. And this is on the closing night. Whoever would have thought that the great Lord would use an antic, attention-getting, attention-troop-getting marketing movement to get the world's attention, to generate $100 billion a year to help the poor. This is the Worldwide Poor People's Campaign. I haven't even scratched the surface to tell you what's about to happen. That was just, how shall I say, a little appetizer. So I love you. Let's all behave ourselves. You are all my spiritual boys and girls. I'm the father of the generation. And I want you all to behave yourself, as my grandmother said, before I hog tie you. And I want you to just be nice. Now, anybody who lost their job at the White House and all this kind of stuff, you come and see old Josh. We got a lot of money here. We're going to make at least $50 million per state. Yeah. 50 million per state, 50 states. Was that 25 billion? I don't know, 2.5 billion. Well, we could pay you. So anybody lost their job at the White House, and actors and actresses and all the people and all of these cities, the people got their cars destroyed in riots due to those who got, as one gentleman said, caught up in the moment, we're going to reimburse you. Okay. All right, I get carried away. I'm sorry. I just get carried away. Winston Michael Ray signing out on this beautiful, what the day is? Tuesday. Another day, Tuesday. It was beautiful Monday, August 20th, 2018, from Queens, New York. Thank you.
Put the stop on.
This one? Which one?
Stop.
This?